I scored really high on an IQ test.
Yeah.
And just as comics in general, I'm sure you would too. We recognize patterns. Mm-hmm. And what I've noticed is I can see the pattern as I'm playing. Mm. And it's all random, by the way. But you could see when they start popping up. I do this new trick now where I'll take 1,000. I'll put 300 in, which I'll show you. I hit accidentally. And I'll do $25 spins, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember you telling me.
But this is on the balls, the Dragon Link. And when the balls pop up, you get them on the high numbers, the balls. So then when I go back down to like $5 spins, those balls pop up.
Yeah, all over the place.
Yeah, I mean for at least the first 5 or 6 spins, I'll notice that, and then they start to decrease again.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
No, yeah, I hear what you're saying.
It's like you trick them into
thinking that you're about to come back up with the
yeah, because I don't know if it's picking up on it. I don't know if I'm imagining it, but like so I start with 5 spins now. This is my new technique. Mm-hmm. I'll go 1, 2, something hits, even if it's small. Mm-hmm. Go back to 5. If I do 5 in a row without anything winning, I'll pull out.
Okay.
But it's like it's been working, man.
You know they say that the gambling shit has the same effect as cocaine.
It's worse than meth.
Yeah. So you better watch out.
No, it's addicting, man.
Mm-hmm. They're in there.
So there's on the Lightning links. Mm-hmm. There's a pirate game, and the first time I hit it, I didn't know how it worked because it has the mini, the minor, the major, the grand, and then there's the mega grand, which is at like 700,000.
Like the progressive, is that like the?
Yeah, it's like the major progressive on these. So when you play, right, to win the grand, you got to fill them all up with the balls.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I remember that. Yeah, that game.
I thought you had to get a mega to qualify to fill it up to win that, but guess what? You don't. If you get a mega ball, you push it, you tap it, and then it reveals. I got 2 of them, and I got 2,500. It revealed the ball at 2,500, and the next one at 15. But it was at 968,000.
Shit.
So I got 2 of them in a row, and I hit them, and I'm like, oh shit, I didn't know. Because the guy came up to me and goes, oh man, you're going to get a chance to win almost $1 million.
Ah.
So, long story boring, I was playing this machine for like an hour and 30 minutes. I got 2 of the balls. I'm like, this thing wants to give it up.
It wants to cash out.
And it did, but not to me.
Oh, no!
Yeah. Like an hour and a half later.
Oh, that's a long time, though.
Yeah, I know. Somebody else sat down, the ball came up, and they hit it, but they were doing $25 spins. I was doing $5 spins, so I think maybe that had something to do with it.
It maybe accelerated?
Well, when you change the denominations, it does affect what comes out. But I hit a major today for 800.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Fuck.
I feel myself being addicted, bro.
Yeah. Because I mean, this is.
I've been in the casino every day this week.
Ooh. Yeah, and you're like on month 6 or 7, right? Of like legit.
I try to give it up for Lent. I just keep winning. Chris was with me last night when I hit again.
Oh, Chris, DJ?
The one that you were talking with.
Yeah, the DJ.
The bongo player.
Yeah, he's cool as shit.
All right. Are we recording? All right, guys. Welcome to another episode of You're on the List. I know we had a little hiatus because Carlos was you were out of the country, right?
No, I was in the country. I was in the East Coast. I was out in Virginia and stuff like that.
So you were out of the country?
Yeah. To go back to a couple episodes, the old Manning shit is the best. Getting old man.
Yeah. Dude, I get old man all the time, man. They come up behind you when you're playing, and then when you get in the bonus, they just stand there. Oh well, all right. But I've learned to embrace them. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But like today, I was playing, and this lady sat next to me and just smelled like fucking cigarettes. You know?
Oh, really hard.
The other thing that's starting to piss me off, man, clean up after yourself. I'll see a machine. They got fucking empty cigarette packs.
Yeah.
Bottles, trash. Just go throw it away. You know? I always tip those people, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, give them a 5. You see the cleaning people?
Oh, okay. I hear you.
If it's not all in the machine.
But you've been traveling too, right? This past 2 weeks?
No, man.
you have
My last gig on the road was 2 weeks ago. I forgot where I was in. It was May 4th, my birthday.
Oh yeah.
I was in at the Dania Improv.
The what? Dayton?
Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, Fort Lauderdale. Okay.
It's called Dania. It used to be Dania. It's in Dania. So the Fort Lauderdale Improv was at the Hard Rock Casino. Then they moved it to the Dania Improv, which is like down the beach. It was like down the street, but it's called Dania Beach. Mm-hmm. So they called it the Dania Beach Improv, but now they just changed it back to Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, okay.
So now it's the Fort Lauderdale Improv. I was there May 2nd through the 3rd, that Friday and Saturday.
What'd you do for your birthday?
What did I do?
Yeah. Oh! You told me that you got hella full, and because you were eating lasagna.
Oh yeah, my mom made dinner for me that Sunday night. Because I was back here and then went and did my show. But then my girl took me out last night. We went to the all-you-can-eat lobster buffet at the Palms.
Okay.
And that's where I was playing last night. But, here's the part that pisses me off. I'm up 3,600. And instead of leaving, I gave him 6 back. Like,
I hate that.
Because I get cocky, man. Mm-hmm. There was one machine. I could really teach you how to play, man.
I'm like, let's go, man.
I learned from another guy where, like, I was usually doing, if I'm going to do, like, $5 spins, I would do it on a $1 denomination. Mm-hmm. Because the minor's at $12.50 and the mini is at $2.50, I think, or $500. They're higher numbers.
Yeah.
Right? But if you go to 10 cents... and do $5. Now you're playing all the lines. Yeah, and it keeps you alive more.
It trips me out with all those lines, man, where it's like, oh, you're at a penny slot, but how'd I lose $7 right now? Yeah. and then I think the most I won on a slot machine is probably like around $1,000, and I was like, as soon as I win, I get the fuck out. Like I don't even stick around to try to win more. I'm like, all right, I'm up. I use $200, and if I lose that $200, I'm out. But if I get, I was like,
if I just walked,
yeah.
I'd be up probably an extra 15 grand.
Yeah.
20 grand. And then, it goes right to the bank.
That's why I also sports bet, because I'm like, I like to see my money last a little longer. I like to have a little hope for a while. So I was betting on basketball games recently. I got back into it. I was over in, like I said, in Virginia, and you could do DraftKings. You can't do DraftKings here. So you can make all those crazy parlays for like $1 and da-da-da-da. So I was doing that, and then I also was playing, betting on I started doing the in-game betting. So that was even better. So I took the Knicks, when they were down by 4 or 5, and they fucking came up, and I won like $400. So it's like this.
See, I go right to I put it right in my bank.
Yeah.
Because when you get hand pays, they report it.
Oh yeah.
So you just put it right in the bank, and then what I do is, the more I gamble, you can write off. Mm. So you have to have a win-loss report. It's almost like
crazy.
Stocks.
That's crazy.
But like I said, I told myself on my birthday I'd stop.
And you're still going.
And I'm still going.
You're still going. You just hit every day.
You're not a quitter, that's why.
Yeah, well, I enjoy it, man. I love it.
What's the most you make ever when you gamble?
I've never.
Oh, you never?
I played roulette once with borrowed money, and I did pretty good because this one guy had a huge stack, and he wouldn't hit. And as soon as he left, I'm like, I'm going to put all my chips on that, and I hit.
Oh.
And that was it.
That was it. You're done.
Women are so they're so lucky.
That's why they blow on dice and stuff.
This guy came up to me. I was playing the other day. New York guy, and apparently he's been in my shows. He knew who I was because he came up to me and all he did was show me his picture, and it was me and him from a show.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, and he sits down next to me, and I mean, he's just fucking balling with it, and he's playing. Yeah, he's doing the Italian. I'm only down like 20 grand, but it's Vegas, that type shit.
Yeah.
And his girl comes over, and they're probably in their 40s. Mm-hmm. And he's sitting there. She's talking to him. He's like, "Why? You know, I'm playing. Stop talking to me." You know, it's like a typical New York couple. So, but she was sweet. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
So he's like, "Here, play," and gave her 100. And next thing you know, bing, bing, bing. She's like, "Oh!" And now he's like, "All right, well, here's what you got to do now." And then, and then he's telling her how to play the bonus.
Yeah.
And but they always end up. Women always end up winning.
It was funny because like
That's Lady Luck.
I loved roulette too. I used to play roulette a lot, and even like when we would come out here and we would do shit. I remember one time it was me, you, and Tobler, and we're all in the we're in MGM Grand, and I kept walking off, and I kept coming back. I was like, because I would look and see how many times I was like, black hit like 5 times in a row. Red's got to hit at some point, so I just put $100 down. I would always do 100 just on the opposite, and I would hit. I kept coming back. I was like, dude, look, I got more 100. I got more 100. I was just so happy, and then I don't know if I ever told you the story about, or if I talked about it on this podcast about how like when very first time I came to Vegas, I was like 20. I had to be about 27 or 28. I was just about to quit alcohol. I was just about to go drinking and shit. Like I came here I came here a day early so I could be a weirdo without no one knowing. So so I got all fucked up, and I stole like a bottle of vodka from the little gift shop at the hotel, and I spent all my money pretty much by the time everyone got here. So I was already.
You do know the drinks are free.
I didn't, because it was my first time in Vegas, so I was all like, and plus I think it was just my mentality. I was like, I'm gonna get all fucking crazy, and I spent all my money, and this was the year when it was like OKC was in the championships with Lakers, and I had $10 left to my name, and I went to the roulette table and I threw it on Black 26, and boom, it hit. And it was like, that's like $360.
Yeah. If you put you put $1 on it.
I put a $10 chip on it.
Yeah, so it's 36-1.
Yes.
It pays.
So $360, and I was like, oh shit. And then I moved it from that to Black 18, and then it hit another 360, and I was like, fuck yeah. And everyone's all like, now everyone's like clapping and cheering. Then I put it on a 4-way bet, and I hit that. And I was like, oh shit, cool. And then I lost the 10. It was I just kept using the same $10 chip, and then I lost after that bet. So I'm close to like $700-800 or whatever, whatnot. And as soon as I did that, I was like, fuck that, I'm out of here. I told everyone I'm leaving early, because all my cousins, my brother were all here, and I was like, I'm out of here. So I went straight to the airport, and I was like, how much to change my ticket? And they were like, $100. I was like, I got it. I got to get the fuck up out of here. So I was sitting in the airport, and they go, if anybody wants to go.
Vegas?
Yeah, in Vegas.
I know where this is going.
But I was stressing out because I seen all the machines. Like, well, I got to get the fuck out of here. And they go, if anybody wants to give up their seat, we overbooked this flight. We'll give you $500, in voucher. And I was like, oh, that's a whole nother trip. I was like, fuck yeah. I ran straight up there, gave me $500, and I went and sat back down. The plane gets there, and they go, Mr. Rodriguez, can you come to the desk? So I go to the desk. And the lady goes, you can board, so it's okay. There's a seat left for you. I was like, do I have to give this $500 back? She was like, no, it's yours. And I fucking cut. I fucking left Vegas up like only $8 to $700, but I had $500 extras. I was like, dude, I can pay for my whole trip, and I never came back until I moved here. Like 12 years later.
That's rad.
But
well, we met gambling.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, we were at the Calusa Casino. No. We met at the movie theater,
but oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and then we ran. So
we bonded.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your origin story?
What happened? You just walked in the movie theater. I was already in the movie theater.
This is a good segue into our list, by the way. The origin story.
Yeah.
Remember that. Yeah. So, I went to the theater. I forgot what I was going to go see. And who was I with?
Justin.
Oh, Justin. Yeah.
Justin Harrison. Harrison?
Yeah, do you hear from that kid anymore? I got to hit him up.
No, I know that he lost a lot of weight and he started writing movies and shit or some shit like that.
Yeah, he was doing well in Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. We went to the movies and Carlos was there with his backpack.
I had already snuck in.
With his lyrics.
Yeah.
How old were you then?
Fuck.
You were young.
I was just getting sober too, so I was probably 29. About 29 years old.
You were in your 20s.
I was in my 20s, yeah.
How old are you now?
43.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear something funny?
Yes.
Well, wait, anyways.
Yeah.
So then me and Dub Davidoff were doing a show at the casino, and he was hosting.
Yeah.
And then I was like, yo, and he's like, you gamble? And I just went. And we sat at the table, and I remember I said, all right. Do you remember what I said?
Yeah, you're like, lights.
Lights. I said, cue lights, roll sound. No, wait, what did I say? Lights, roll sound, and cue the degenerate.
Yeah. Boom.
And then we were playing.
And what was it too? It was like, what was your alter ego?
Oh, Steven.
Steve. Yeah. He was like, Steven.
Steve was my name when we go out. Like, I don't know how you guys did it.
Yeah, you gotta have.
But like, let's say like, you know, we're out and let's
You gotta
just
have your crook name.
Well, you have to have your name where like, if you're in a situation with your friends.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll be like, yo, Steve, let's go. And then, you know, so then when somebody's talking to the cops, like, I think his name was Steven.
Yeah, his buddy called him Steve.
Yeah, we got Steven.
AKA.
I forgot what I was going to tell you the funny story now.
Oh, shit. But
Something cued that.
about the movie theater. We were
Origin story?
No, it
And
was
then
after that.
and then the casino.
Movie theater. Casino, I was like, you want to hear a funny
Degenerates?
story?
Yeah.
No, it's all before.
Oh.
It was funny because like
Before we got into the gambling.
when because I got booked to the casino gig, and I was featuring, and then I got in and I was already in the green room, and I already knew Dove was going to be in there because I asked Dove because I had ran into Dove at the Comedy Store one time, and I was just like, yeah, I seen him on a comedy show, and I was like, dude, your shit was hella funny. Your shit was like one of the best because he had a really good set, and he was like, he was such a nice dude. He stopped. He goes, oh, thanks, man, thanks. And then, you know, we kind of just hit it off. And he Facebook friended me, but then I was going to get a gig, and I asked him, hey, man, I live there. Is it okay if I feature for you? Because I'm going to contact the dude. And he was like, yeah, no worries. And then these fools end up co-headlining, but he comes in, and he goes, I go, oh, shit, I'm featuring. And then Ernst is like, no, you not. You hosting, mama. And then I was like, it's cool, man. I was like, that's the easiest money. It was like $1,000 to host that. It was like a really good.
We pay our hosts good.
Yeah, and tons of food too. That was the same.
Well, we didn't know. So what happened was they double booked it,
Oh, okay.
and then you know Dove is a good friend of mine,
Mm-hmm.
and so when they were like, "What do you want to do?" And I'm like, "Fuck, is the money gonna change?"
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, "No," and I'm like, "Then I'll do it with Dovey,"
Yeah.
and we just had a blast.
That
I miss those days, man.
Yeah, that room paid fucking. They were always that room was paying like way ridiculous too. Like they were.
Well, casinos pay a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The thing with that, it's why I like doing the show with Butch on Sundays, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the things that you miss when, you know, you're there now, when you're headlining, that the fun you had when you were on the road with guys that you came up with. Like, I that's what I missed about football, too, was the bonding, the camaraderie, you know?
It's funny that you say that because through this.
It gets lonely on the road, man.
Yeah, because the thing we're talking about at the so I just got done doing Virginia, but it was comedy, but / we do this thing called 1 Degree, and it talks about suicide and depression. And it was funny that you say that because Eric Knowles was on the show with me, and so me and Eric have known each other for a while and everything like that. But we got double booked on Laughlin, and we finally met, but we didn't even hang out with each other. And I go, yeah, man, because because they go, what one of the questions that they ask us too on the panel is, what do you do that contributes to your depression? And I was like, well, you know, when you get to a point in comedy,
Look in the mirror.
I know, yeah. When you get to a point in comedy, you don't get to hang out with your friends anymore. It's like you're on the road and you're in the room, and then you go, you know, to go do the set, and then you go back to your room, and then you realize I haven't talked to anybody in 4 days. And they're like, oh, but you did stand up, and it's like I've talked to people, but I haven't talked with someone. And then so and I go, this guy, I go, I just found out that he had the same thing too. I go, we didn't even hang out the whole time that we were in Laughlin together, and there's not shit to do in Laughlin. He goes, you know what I was doing? I go, what were you doing? He was like, I was in my room. I was like, doing what? He was like, being depressed. And I was like, and I go, me too. I had to bring my dog so I wouldn't be that sad because I took Cooper with me. But it's so funny because you get to that point and it's fucking traveling's lonely, man.
Well, you just miss like the joking around and stuff, and you know,
Camaraderie, really.
yeah, it's just fun, man. It could be fun. I mean, I've been doing it so long now, and in so many cities that I know, like some of the local guys that I've become friends with. Like when I went to Sacramento, we would work together before you moved.
Yeah.
So you go in, you just say you become friends with those guys, and then you catch up, or they used to come to L.A.
Mm-hmm.
And it is fun, man, and especially if when you're single, it's fucking.
It's a whole nother
Great,
ball game.
man. It's great. It's great. And then but then you get older, and you're like,
and then you've done everything in that city too. Like you've walked around. I've seen the tour. I saw the bell, the Liberty Bell already. I'm good.
Didn't we go?
Yeah, we went.
We went to Continental Congress, whatever it was.
Well, yeah, and I still do love doing those things. I was trying to go to
Yeah,
DC
yeah.
because I've never been to DC, and I was right there in Virginia. They were like, "Yeah, I was gonna get on the train and just go check it
You
out."
never been to DC?
No, I want to go see the.
We used to go there all the time for field trips. When
Yeah.
we grew up in Jersey. They take you to Philly, and we would go to DC. It's not that far.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
lucky. Yeah, to go see.
It's cool.
history.
DC's cool, man.
Yeah,
It's really cool.
You'd go in Chicagoland, you'd go down south to Springfield and see where Lincoln did all this stuff. So we
Oh.
didn't have. It wasn't exciting.
Oh,
Well, I don't know. I don't.
Historically, it was cool, but then that's all the field trips was going to Springfield, Illinois.
But once you've seen it once,
yeah,
yeah, you're like.
it's only good if you're taking somebody that's never seen it.
Mhm.
But
Like,
how
oh, this-
many times you gonna go look at the Liberty Bell?
Yeah,
It's underwhelming. Have you ever seen Plymouth Rock?
I hear it's small. I hear it and I just found that out like this trip.
I don't know if it decomposed or whatever when when the weather.
yeah,
Shrinks
It's
it.
a little fucking rock. Like how did they know?
erosion.
Erosion. Yeah.
Oh,
erosion.
okay. They were like, it's not even
I'm
bigger
gonna
than
I'm gonna take your use of big words as a sign of disrespect.
out here with your
He
Midwest
was-
education.
don't erosion.
You out here,
Oh, college girl.
oh, book learning ass.
Oh, flexing on us. With your big words. Ain't nobody give a fuck. Erosion ass. All right, so this week's list, speaking of origin story, is villains.
Yeah.
Top villains in fiction. And whether this is movies, novels, cartoons,
TV
whatever it may be,
shows,
TV
yeah.
shows, who are the top 10 villains?
Yeah.
And I already told you my number one, so I'll go first. I told you
Okay.
on the phone
Okay.
when we were talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm going with Darth Vader, number one.
Darth.
Because, when you think about it, too, whenever they say this guy's like the Darth Vader. Now, here's where I was thinking after we hung up. Is he a villain, though? I mean, he did kill all those kids.
He's, yeah.
But,
He's misunderstood.
But he,
Get out. You guys are
but I'm
canceled.
saying he ends up killing the Emperor until Disney took over and ruined that whole character arc.
Yeah.
But because he redeems himself. Is he still qualified?
I would think so, because that was for a long good movie. Yeah, they do. He does redeem himself though. So I don't know.
But
Wait, he kills the Emperor? He did in the part 3, in the Jedi Return of the Jedi.
yeah, remember he threw him over the thing. That was the whole point of why
Yeah.
people were pissed about the new Star Warses that came out.
Okay, yeah.
Because again, it boggles my mind, and George Lucas has said it. It's the arc of. It's almost like how everything happens for a reason.
Mm.
It defines it, right? Because Anakin was the chosen one. He was supposed to destroy the Sith. Remember, there's
Yeah.
only 2. And in the process, he becomes a Sith.
Yeah.
But he was the chosen one because he defeated the Emperor. He
yeah.
ended up killing the Emperor and died, and the Sith was gone. He did fill the prophecy. It's just not the way we thought he did until the new Star Wars came out. Next thing you know, the Emperor's in a fish tank, and they just put it in the rolling credits. Nobody explained how he got there, but then that ruined the whole Darth Vader arc.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, as an antagonist and a villain, you got to go with Darth Vader.
What's the criteria here?
I would just say antagonist, like, the
okay.
bad guy,
Mm-hmm.
because Darth Vader was,
Yeah.
and then
For a while, for the
what a
longest time too.
remarkable character that was written.
Yeah, for the longest time too. I mean, he was the villain. All that for what? Until the new ones came out 25 years later, or even the.
But like when the
Even the
Raiders
3.
come out, they do the Imperial March
Yeah.
with the song. I mean, his presence.
Dun,
choke.
Dun, 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 dun,
They
dun.
did it for the Yankees too, and
Yeah.
then he was just the epitome of a bad guy.
Villainy.
Yeah.
Even he's such a villain that Rick Moranis in Spaceballs is a fucking
Dark helmet.
Yeah, he's actually a piece of shit, and that's hard to make Rick Moranis look
Yeah,
like
really.
a.
So I'm gonna put Darth Vader on the list.
Okay, Darth Vader is number 1.
Okay, Darth Vader. Let me see. I got a whole bunch. I'm trying to figure out which one to go with.
You don't have it in the chamber. We can sort it out later.
Okay, then I'll go. I'll go with with Negan from Walking Dead.
Here we go.
You ever seen that one? No.
Fucking Negan.
Yes, you see. Yeah, you didn't watch Walking Dead?
I watched it the first two. It gave me anxiety. It was the same thing.
I had the same problem. I couldn't watch it.
It's like, how many times we got to go here? Okay, they're gonna bite us.
Yeah. But it's not even about, after a while, like Walking Dead is more about being afraid of the living as opposed to the dead.
Yeah,
then
because
you
the
start-
different groups they run into.
Yeah.
and
But
It's about human nature,
yeah, dude,
Maslow's hierarchy.
it so got me thinking about survival now. Like, like the Amber's a survivalist. I didn't know that,
Wow.
like, until recently.
Thank God there's a man in your relationship.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, our survival skills as comics is very minimal.
To the
Like the ability to like get on a guest list at a club
yeah, that's all we
is
got.
not a real survival skill.
That's all we got.
Our ability to masturbate 3 times in one day in a hotel room with the AC at 60 is not a real survival
And
skill.
the volume on 4.
I'm gonna add that to your next top 10 list. Survival
Right?
skills as a comedian.
For reals, yeah, because I didn't know she had backpacks already ready. Like I put a TikTok up of watching her clean it up because she was doing her yearly cleaning thing,
Yeah.
and I actually bought her. The book is somewhere right around here too. It's on the ground right here. This thing.
Perfect spot for it in case you need.
Yeah, I bought her this, and it's a book about
I
survival.
saw this, man. I was gonna order that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that you guys told me about that. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
this book you could build a whole civilization.
Or summon sorcerers.
Yeah. Or kill an intruder.
It's got 3 purposes.
Heavy?
Yeah.
It's
Isn't
huge.
that Doctor Strange's book?
It's crazy. Yeah. It's Amamu.
Yeah,
It's the
it's
book
the
of
book of
Amamu.
Amanu. Dr. Striznag's book.
Yeah,
It's the book of Amanu.
it's a trip, man. And but yeah, I have none of that. And I was like, dude, I have to start getting into it.
All right, we'll get back to NECA. Whatever.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
is.
Negan. I think Negan's a really good villain, man. He's like, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it. I mean, you should have seen it. It's fucking already. It's
you're
10
not
seasons
gonna
in and 5
It's still
spin-offs
going?
off. Yeah, they got spin-offs like a motherfucker.
no.
But it's such a he kills. Oh man, the cliffhanger for the season. I think it was season 5 to 6. Is fucking insane. And then when the new season picks up, he bashes the head of like 2 of the beloved characters that everybody wanted to live on, and it pretty much.
Are all the main characters still alive?
I think maybe 1
Because
or
I know
2.
the son got bit, right? Of
Yeah.
the cop guy.
Yeah, I think 1 or 2 are alive still.
Was the cop guy still alive?
Yeah, but he left for a while because he wanted to be an actor, like a movie actor, but it didn't. I don't think it panned out, so he had to come back. But yeah, no, that's that. But I stopped watching in season 7, I think 7 or 8. But yeah, no, okay, that's mine. What do you got? We got anything else?
Ah, the Joker.
I got the Joker too on mine.
See how
Yeah,
quick that is?
yeah. I got the Joker. But do you have a iteration of it or just the Joker same?
You know, it's funny, man. Being 72 years old and remembering the original Batman that was on TV.
Okay, Caesar.
Yes, Cesar Romero
Mm-hmm.
with the mustache. You could see it, by the way.
to the white powder.
Yeah, he refused to shave it. I never knew how demented the Joker. I never understood how the clown was, but you know, through the evolutionary process of the Joker, especially Heath Ledger's version,
Yeah.
I wasn't a fan of the Michael Keaton Batman. I know it sounds crazy.
Of Jack Nicholson. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, even though Jack was great, it was like you saw the Cesar Romero one, then the Jack one, and then the Heath Ledger one, because these are the iconic ones.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Agreed.
How dark and demented, you know, the way the Joker was portrayed. So from the comic books, he got darker too. And he's just the ultimate villain. His love for Batman
Yeah.
is fucking insane. It's like he needs Batman because it gives him a purpose. It's almost like without Batman. Now here's the thing that I never understood for Batman. Why don't you just kill the motherfucker? I know you have a don't kill policy,
His code.
but he's killing everybody. Like, you know how many lives would have been saved?
His net score is horrible on this. Just kill that guy.
Yeah, if he would have killed him, he had 82 chances, and then he finally does kill him. And the laughing joke or whatever that was, the Batman finally takes him out.
Yeah, the laughing joke.
Yeah, the joke.
Something like that.
Anyways, but the Joker,
Did you see the new second one, the Joaquin Phoenix one, the Joker Folly of Doom?
No, with Lady Gaga.
Yeah,
I heard it was terrible.
it was not. It was so disappointing.
You know, I think the internet is the reason why our movie business, obviously, between the streaming services and all that stuff, which I think is great.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I look at the scores, the tomato scores, and back then the critics suck. I can't.
Yeah.
I just go with what the audience goes with, because I'm still a fan.
I feel like everyone's a critic now, and it has weight. It's weird.
Yeah, but the fans, like you could tell.
Yeah.
What people are.
Although I've been very disappointed in a lot of your picks lately.
Oh, which one?
There's been some. Me and my girl were like, yo,
they didn't like Stir of Echoes, and Stir of Echoes is dope. It's with Kevin Bacon, and it's a dope ass movie. And they didn't like that. I know you didn't like Stir of Echoes.
I forgot even what that was about.
It was when he gets hypnotized, and she opens up a door, and he can a girl dies in their house. And the little boy the day they share,
and he solves the crime.
Yeah, it's like it's dope.
It was like the neighbor's father that did it.
It's a movie. They're in Chicago. It's a Chicago flick too.
Yeah,
they're
in Chicago.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's like really. I like the way it looks.
I'll add it to the list.
Yeah, it's good. Another thing when you didn't like, I can't remember which one. Did you like Hostiles? Hostiles is dope. Did I recommend
I forgot
that
what
to you?
that was about.
It's like Christian Bale, and he has to. It's a western. But we're getting off topic. But Joker. No, I agree too, and plus because like. As I rewatched the Dark Knight, Heath Ledger's iteration of it is so good because you never really knew how calculated the Joker was.
Yeah.
Until like you start realizing that one part when he's like, "Hit me, come on, hit me," and he's driving towards him and it's a bunch of scheming back and forth. Like he planned on getting caught because he was gonna be in jail.
Yeah, he's just
it's so
everything's so calculated.
Yeah, he's like you ever think I'm a dog that just chases after him.
Yeah, if I catch the car, I don't even know what to do.
Yeah, it's such a great. It's so good, and then Jared Leto's was his iteration.
You can't do a version of that. The new one I don't know about. I saw the one in the Gotham one.
The
series one.
Oh, okay.
That guy, that Joker.
I like him, the kid.
Yeah, it was good, but once you've seen what Heath Ledger did,
it's like fuck, bro.
Like you go from Cesar Romero, like I said, to Jack Nicholson, to Heath Ledger, and that performance, especially with the trick with the ex-cons on the ferry.
Yeah.
And
yeah, it's like, what are we gonna do? And he's like, yeah,
because and psychopaths like to control. They like to push buttons. They like to. It's almost like a god, like to cause your behavior.
Yeah. Did you ever hear that the scenario that they give to psychos, and that's how they could differentiate. If you're not.
Yeah, that went viral. That doesn't work.
Yeah, that whole. Did you ever hear it, Nikki? They're like a guy goes to a funeral and sees a girl that he likes. And her mom died, and
wait, I don't know this.
Yeah, there's a guy sees a girl at the funeral because her mom died, and so he ends up killing her father.
Oh, to see her again?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I saw that.
Yeah, Psychos. That's the like.
No, I did see that one.
Okay. Yeah.
Imagine I didn't. I just didn't know.
Yeah, I know. That's why I saw it. I was like, wait a minute, I didn't hear this one. I was like, oh shit. I was like, you got that one way too quick. But then I was like, I wouldn't be surprised though, to be honest. Here's my villain. Here's
some random villain.
Fucking no. This is Dolph Lundgren and Rocky. Drago. Is it Drago?
Yeah.
Maybe he dies.
Ivan Drago.
Ivan Drago.
Does that?
Is he a villain?
I don't know. He's kind of an adversary.
Uh-oh.
What? You got called or what?
No, I'm gonna have to add some of the Rocky movies to my list.
Oh, you didn't see Rocky 4?
Oh shit! You got me nervous. I thought you said. I thought you were gonna tell us we're not recording.
Yeah.
No, sorry. I feel like the list.
No, I don't know if Drago's I mean, he's a great antagonist or villain. Yeah, I guess he is.
He killed fucking Apollo.
Yeah, but that's not his fault. He's built that way. They trained him.
He's built that way. Look at you sympathizing.
They train him, and at the end, Rocky's speech, which helped end the Cold War. If I could change.
Anybody can change. All right, then fucking then. Okay, here's.
No, Drago. I like where your head's at. It's better than.
What, Negan? It's so funny.
I'm sure Negan's great. I just never saw the show, so I don't know.
Here's one that you might like though. That you might. It's so random though. So one of my biggest villains for me personally is the girl who forgets her hat in Goodfellas. I fucking hate that. Every time I watch Goodfellas, she pisses me
But
off.
see,
I can't go
that's
without
not a
my hat.
villain.
I can't go without my hat. I'm just not gonna go. You fucking
I
bitch.
hate her
I hate
with
her.
a passion.
I hate her so much. She's the biggest villain.
But that's like an antagonistic conflict. It's not like somebody that's hell bent on taking over the world and causing destruction.
She's just like,
She just.
Drago, we're on the fade.
She's just so narcissistic. This bitch.
Oh, I couldn't stand her either.
She's like, I'm not going. And
Not
then
my good, but she ended up being right. You know what makes that third act in Goodfellas so the most Italian American? So I don't piss off the people in Italy.
yeah.
The most Italian American thing about that third act, it all revolves around him stirring the gravy, the sauce. He's running guns. He keeps calling his brother, "Are you stirring the sauce?" Because you don't want it. You don't want to stick at the bottom. He's like, "I'm stirring it. Kid. Make sure." He's making deliveries. Cops are flying ahead. He's still calling. Did you stir the gravy? That's all he cared about. Was
Delivering guns.
yeah, but he just cared about the sauce.
Doing bumps on the dashboard. But keep stirring it.
I mean, Drago's great.
All right.
I don't know if mine's going to qualify this next one.
Okay, what's it?
I was going to go with Freddy Krueger.
No, I think horror. I think that's a whole nother genre.
Right?
But I would say monsters. That's monsters. Like,
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are,
Yeah, that's.
I
I didn't
agree.
know if that qualified.
All right, then another villain. Oh, Nurse Ratchet from fucking One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. You ever seen that? Have you seen that yet? Or you haven't seen it?
She's fucking awful. in
She's
that.
an awful. Yeah.
You
Fucking
never
person.
seen One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest?
I saw parts of it.
Well, she's young.
Oh yeah. Huh? No, we're the same age.
Almost.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
She just had a birthday. Oh no, your birthday's coming up.
In December.
Yeah, she's a year younger than me.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Man, you look good, kid.
Yeah, I thought so too. When she
Sunscreen.
told me that, I was like,
You
"Holy
just-
shit!"
Now you just lost all credibility.
Now you're just-
Now you're just somebody who looks young
Yeah,
that just
don't know shit.
knows shit about movies.
about some of the greatest pop culture moments in.
I've
in
never
time.
seen Star Wars. I've never seen
Rocky 4. There's 4 of them. Fuck, man.
Oh, getting back to how come movies are ruined now too, I think,
Oh, yeah.
is remember like now we're in the summer
Mm-hmm.
and the summer was like
Blockbuster.
yeah, you couldn't wait.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because first of all, it was always hot, so you wanted to be in the theater.
Mm-hmm.
Like the smell of the popcorn, all that stuff reminds me of the summer. And then there was Christmas releases too, like
Yeah.
that were magical and stuff. You know, like fantasy
Everything came out
things.
on Christmas Day.
And then you were excited to go and couldn't wait. Like I still can't wait to see the new Superman when that comes out.
You seen the trailer?
Like I'm excited. They have another one?
The new trailer dropped today. It was dope. I was like, it got me to want to see it because at first I was like, whatever. But this one is, I like what he did. I like.
How could
Clark
you not
Kent.
want to see it?
I was kind of like,
Crypto's in it.
I didn't like I didn't like the suit. The suit's too light blue for me. And then I was like, this kid looks like Anton Yeltich, you know? And I feel bad for because you were the kid that died. The guy,
Who's that?
the Russian kid. He played Russian Spock. He was Alpha Dog. He was the one that got killed in Alpha Dog. He was in that movie Green Room. But he went out one night and he went to open up the gate at his house and the car rolled and killed him. And he was a young actor, dude.
Oh, man.
He was
Yeah,
great.
He was like in his 20s.
He was great, yeah.
That's awful.
And he looks like Superman. That's what I was kind of like, oh man, that sucks. When people look too much like another actor, I'm like, oh, this is just a watered down. Like to me, to be honest, Leonardo DiCaprio just seems like a watered down River Phoenix to me. So
Oh my god, no, I'm not gonna unsee that.
yeah, so every time I saw it, it just looked like this kid's doing an impression of River Phoenix. And then for me, Eli, his name's fuck, but he's like a watered down Leonardo DiCaprio to me. He's the Girl Next Door. He was that was his movie that he was in. He was also in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Who was he in that?
He was in the group that Natalie Wood's like friend group.
Dude, that movie's phenomenal.
I saw that one.
And that's such a great movie.
Yeah. They're
Well-
doing a spin-off.
Yeah, Once Upon a Time in...
They're going to do a Brad Pitt's character. They're following him.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. They just announced it not too long ago. But now I want to know. I think Elias something. He was also in.
Well,
yeah.
I'm gonna. I don't know if this one counts. Well, I guess it does if the Joker does. But I was gonna put Thanos on there.
Oh, that's yeah. Fuck yeah, Thanos. Yeah.
See, I like the complexities of the villain, and his idea to balance the universe, right?
Yeah.
Like
Emil Hirsch. That's what his name is.
Oh
this guy.
yeah, Emil Hirsch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That guy. Yeah, yeah.
So the Joker just wanted to cause chaos,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's why he burnt the money,
Yeah.
and he just wants chaos, which is really evil's ultimate purpose.
I
Because
just want to watch the well, bud.
evil knows it can't win. It can't win.
Mm-hmm.
It's built to fail, because the qualities you need to be successful, an evil person wouldn't have: loyalty, humility, that type of stuff. So it just wants to cause chaos. That's the Joker. Thanos, on the other hand, needs to balance the universe. And what I think is unique about a good villain is it thinks it's doing good, right? It thinks that his purpose, this is his purpose.
Yeah, for the great.
And it's why they're hard to stop. I don't know if you've ever seen Robin Hood,
Yeah, which one?
the one with Kevin Costner.
Robin of Locksley.
But he a spoon. Why not a fork or a knife?
Because it's dull, you twit.
What's-
Fucking Alan Rickman killing it.
But what he said was, I'd rather have one man defending his home than 10 trained soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing with the villain. When they believe what they're doing is righteous, right?
Yeah.
Then it's a whole level of commitment and willing to die,
Yeah.
right? And that's was Thanos's basically his arc. I mean, he had to give up the one he loved. He killed his own daughter.
Yeah.
Because he believed in this cause, which is why you have political strife in this country, right? You have the people that are manipulating people, but then you have those people that really fucking believe they're right. And that's where, you get crazies.
Yeah.
But anyways, I throw Thanos in there. I know you're
Okay.
ready to go because I can see you not listening and ready
No,
to
I'm-
jump in. Like everything I said is just fucking deep right now.
No.
My diatribe on Thanos.
No, because you started saying political shit, and I was like, oh, okay, political. I was like, he's going to go off right now. And then I was like, nah.
No, it's the ideologies
Yeah.
or the
Yeah.
belief that they're willing to die for.
This is all right. So then this is definitely this guy's definitely gonna make it because he's a piece of shit. And Homelander from The Boys.
Oh my god.
Right, that guy's a fucking asshole.
He's great though.
I hate him so much. Like he gives a visceral reaction to his character. So he does a
Yeah,
great job.
dude, he's like, and then it's so crazy how the season there people agree with him too. He's got it's so nuts. And I don't even know, like you said too, like his complexity of rhyme and reason. Like he doesn't have one either. He just a self-absorbed dude with fucking
Narcissist with superpowers.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Who knows? It would be like, I can do what I want.
Yeah, and fuck yeah.
Which is why, again, the Joker is so unique. Like, I'll tell you a villain that I've never really responded to was Lex Luthor.
Yeah, I don't.
Agreed with
Yeah.
that.
Like,
He's
bec-
just capitalist with
he's
cool
just
clothes.
like, yeah. But he's not, it's not that, like, Joker is just committed and it's more, with Lex Luthor, it's more self-serving and it's more of his jealousy for Superman that it bothers him. Where the Joker loves the Batman.
Yeah, he's like,
This is fun.
yeah, we're gonna keep
Let's
doing
keep
this.
doing this forever and ever. But it's like a calculated insanity,
Yeah.
Whereas like
Impenetrable.
the Green Goblin is just fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And crazy is different.
Yeah.
Isn't Willem Dafoe so great at the fucking Green Goblin though? In the
He actually is, yeah.
in the new Spider-Man,
He just looked like him in real life.
he's just
But they didn't nail him.
who the
The Green Goblin. There has to be, if you could take the Green Goblin, I'll tell you who. This is another comic book one. This was the next one on my list, but I'll segue into him.
okay.
If they could take the Green Goblin and Lex Luthor and really put the layers and intentions behind it, because like the Green Goblin is fucked up, but he's just crazy. He's schizophrenic.
Yeah.
Whereas the calculations of an insane person like a Thanos, Joker, and this third one, which is fucking pissed me off when they did the movie, and was the Mandarin.
Oh yeah, Ben Kingsley when they
Dude,
did that.
the
to him.
Mandarin is like the Joker next level. And they started him great when, remember, he's like, I'll give you a choice. You'll never see me coming. And you know,
Yeah.
his methods and his planning and everything was precise. And then I don't know why. That's the one thing phase 1 of the Marvel universe of the Avengers, all
Got
that
wrong.
stuff got wrong was the Mandarin. The Mandarin
wasted
is the equal to the Joker in a sense, but he's also like a magical dude. He's a bad motherfucker, and he had the stones, which they brought in, I think, to the other. What's the Asian one, dude? The comic.
Oh, Shang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think he had Infinity Stones as well. But the Mandarin was a bad motherfucker, and he is Marvel's equivalent to the Joker. And but in the comic books he's
They
dope.
botched it.
I know I'm going comic books here because I love.
Yeah, you're a comic book, yeah, and I'm all like, I'm gonna go all movies or all TV shows
yeah,
too.
you're doing.
This is one, or fuck, man, I don't know which one to pick, but it's from Game of Thrones. There's so many in Game of Thrones. So Cersei. So I
How did I miss her?
Yeah, Cersei.
Yeah, she's on the list.
Fucking Cersei's such a fucking bitch and evil. She's so evil. But I couldn't figure out. Okay, so I had 3 from Game of Thrones. I had King Joffrey, who's a fucking asshole, and then Ramsay was another.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Buddy.
but who?
I'll be honest
crazy.
with you,
All 3.
All 3?
I could be on that.
dude. You talk about a show. Listen, I watched every season of that, and I was like, I was in.
Mm-hmm.
And why it becomes the worst show ever
Oh.
in the history of television is because of the last season of just
The Rush.
the character develop. It's kind of like when, if a girl has sex with me,
I'm
we're like, we're out.
listening. I'm listening. All ears.
No, it's like,
Taking
hey,
notes,
we're out.
taking
It's
notes.
great. Wow, this guy's fun. Hey, we're going out. I got connections. These girls. Hey, yeah. Okay. Then I take you home, and it's like, I expected more.
Yeah.
That's where we're at.
That's what. Yeah.
That's what it was. It was like, no, that last season was just bad, bro.
Yeah.
Bad. They never explained the fucking walkers, whatever they were, the ice people.
Yeah. The last 3 episodes were
The
so
midget gets the
fucking-
crown or whatever.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Dinklage. What was his name? It was a Lannister, right? But
Yeah,
he was
the Peter Lannister,
Peter
whatever his
Dinklage.
name
I
was.
can't remember his name now.
Frank, we'll call him Frank.
Brand.
Yeah, is that his name?
But what's his name with the dogs?
Yeah.
God, he was off. Like King John. Oh my God.
King Draw. Oh man, when they did that wedding, I was so excited. I was so happy. I was so happy. Oh my God, he was a fucking asshole. That little kid.
Who planned the red wedding though? It was Cersei, right?
I want to say so. I can't remember.
I don't think so. Because it was
When they killed him at the wedding, they locked all the
all the doors. Remember, and they fuck. Oh, it was
they
ridiculous.
killed all the Grey Wolves, whatever they were.
the Winterfells.
Yeah, no,
Winter-
that's where they live.
That's where they lived. What the fuck were they?
Starks.
Starks. Yes. The fuck.
That's what makes the little girl is a bad motherfucker, man.
Oh,
I loved. That's where it came
Speaking of
full
the assassin.
circle.
it
Yeah,
was,
when
it was the Lannisters.
Lannisters as the bad.
Tywin.
Is the
He did it.
Oh, Tyrion. That's his name. Tyrion Lannister. That's the Peter Dinklage character.
no, he didn't order the killing.
No. Oh, did he?
The Red Wedding was planned and orchestrated by conspiracy involving Tywin Lannister, Roose Bolton, and Walder Frey.
What about Littlefinger?
Well, Frey was the one they used.
Right. It was that. Wasn't he the host?
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
the
yeah.
old guy, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
But Tyron is not.
He
that-
wasn't. He didn't.
That's not the little. That's not Peter Dinklage,
Who's Peter Dinklage?
right?
No, he's not.
That's
The
not
hand-
his
oh,
name.
that's the brother with
Tyron
no
is the
hand.
father.
The father. Yeah.
Oh, the father.
He
Okay,
planned
yeah.
it.
But I thought Cersei was involved in that.
I don't know. But Littlefinger was a dick too, though. But I don't think he was a big villain. Too big of it. But the Ramsay was fucking
Ramsay was fucking-
cutting dude's dick off, making him a mute. Changes his name. Your name is.
Oh, I couldn't eat hot dogs for like a whole year after that.
He was, and then what he did to.
It's weird. I jerked off to that scene.
Dude, all those guys were just. Every weekend I was angry. Well, I was lucky. I got to catch the first 3 seasons in a row, and then I was up to date with everybody. And you have to watch.
All 3 of those make the list.
Yeah.
That show, like I said, it could have been so iconic. I meant to me, the 3 greatest television shows were The Sopranos. I love The Wire.
Mm-hmm.
And that would have been there, man. I mean, I would have put that over The Sopranos in a sense.
If they would have just finished
If
it
they
out,
funished out that first season.
or the last season, yeah.
Yeah, you know.
So who you got?
They made Brad Williams the king.
Fucking.
Shout out to Brad, who's not even listening.
The what do you got? What do you have now? Do you have
Well, how many is that?
Well, let's just say we put like Cersei, Ramsay, and Joffrey all together.
No, we're not now, because... Well, how many are we at? We got to wrap this up.
Okay.
We're if you put all 3 of those people together, you're at 8.
Oh, okay. We
That's
got 2
why.
more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, a couple of mine we can't use.
Why not?
Because they're like...
Oh, they're goblins and stuff.
Well, like Jason Voorhees. And,
Oh, yeah.
and they're all
Mythical
like horror
kinda.
movie.
Oh, you got horror movies, guys. All right. You want to just read off mine really quick then, and just see what we like or we don't like?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the rest of mine. Okay. So, Gus from
Cinderella.
from Breaking Bad, the drug dealer. What's his name?
Yeah.
Him, the guy that owns the chicken shop.
Oh yeah.
Agent Smith from The Matrix. I think he's I think he's one of the best villains. It just sucks that they all went down after.
Right.
Yeah, and then
We forgot the Emperor, too, from Star Wars.
the Emperor.
But he's not iconic.
The serial killer from No Country for Old Men. What's his name?
Yeah, he's bad,
Oh, with the
motherfucker.
hair.
The hair, yeah, the psycho. Scar from fucking Lion King. I was gonna fuck around. And then the Schindler's List. The other
Throw that motherfucker on.
yeah, right?
That dude that's target practicing.
Yeah, him. Yeah, Amon Goth yeah, his name's Amon Goth. Or
That
something.
guy's definitely on that
Right.
fucking list.
He's also Voldemort, and I was like, so maybe we fucking
Oh.
put both of them. What?
Yeah, I mean,
Ralph Fiennes? No, I'm just saying the names. Yeah, Johnny Ringo.
Fucking Voldemort.
Yeah, Voldemort. Yeah, I got
Right.
How do we miss
I
Voldemort?
put Voldemort down.
Voldemort's strong.
Yeah.
Johnny Ringo.
Johnny Ringo. Oh, do you see what I got? What my wife
I
got?
just saw that.
My wife got me a signed.
I love that.
I've got 2 guns, one for each of you. It's one of my jokes, and I was like, "Fuck yeah!" So that's dope. She got me a.
That's
signature.
one of my favorite characters in cinema history.
Amazing. Dennis Hopper in Speed. He's a great villain. Nate from Ted Lasso. The little Indian dude
Yeah,
that
you're
fucking.
getting silly.
That,
That's awesome.
And then last but not least, Johnny from Karate Kid is a villain.
No, he's not. They're all redeemed. Well, like I said, there's a difference between an antagonist and a villain,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because really,
Yeah.
in Schindler's List, the villain's Hitler.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he's the one doing this. But there were people that actually took pleasure in doing this, and he was one of them.
Yeah.
And, see, if you notice, though, everyone you named, if you really, like even the guy from No Country for Old Men,
Mm-hmm.
there's so much depth to them as a character. There's conflict within themselves. Even his whole flip a coin.
Yeah.
There's vulnerability. There's redemption even. Because, he'll let you go.
He'll let you go, yeah. He
You
said,
know?
this coin has traveled all the way just to be here right now.
You know who another DC one that never really got it and they nailed him, who's kind of like, he's got bitch traits, but the Penguin. But in the series, it's so good, man.
It's really good. The series.
You see what a little fucking liar and weasel he is.
Yeah, I didn't like Batman, that Batman universe, and I didn't like him in the Batman, but I like him on his show, The Penguin.
Well, now you'll see depth to him.
Yeah.
I like the new Batman.
Oh, yeah, I can't stand it.
Dude, I mean, I know you say he takes elevators and shit,
Yeah.
and he's knocking on doors. Why is Batman knocking on the door?
They're like, oh, it's in the year 2, and I'm like, I don't give no fucks. And then on top of that, too, like, a lot of it was, everyone's like, oh, it's homage to other things. I was like, dude, it's a lot of rip-off from a lot of other movies. And I was like, fuck out of here. And,
Yeah, I don't know. I liked it.
and it had 4 acts, and they were long as fuck.
Well, you
like,
know
I saw
what?
The Sunrise
They
3 times in one
emphasize-
movie. What the fuck, dude?
Well, what you forget is he's a detective.
Yeah.
And, Batman is really a cool fucking superhero.
He is.
And
And they made him look goofy in it, because like the one thing that I didn't like about that movie is when all the cops are in there and he walks in And they let him kind of walk in. They're kind of looking at him like that. Yeah, and I'm like, who the fuck is this psycho in a fucking bat
Well, they
costume
kind of
walking
address
through?
it.
It was just.
Because Gordon knows, or he knows that this guy is a brilliant detective. He knows it.
I couldn't suspend belief right there. I was like, fuck this.
Well, I mean, the whole fact that the guy is fucking. I mean, there's a lot of things that could suspend.
Yeah.
The Riddler was great in that.
Yeah, Paul Dano is an unappreciated actor. He's really good. Paul Dano's great.
So what do we got? First of all, let's just determine who's number one.
Okay, so we have Darth Vader, Negan, the Joker, Drago, Thanos, Nurse.
Oh, we take it Drago off.
Yeah, we take Drago off. Yeah.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Drago. He's
Drago. Bye, Drago.
He redeemed himself in.
I like how you said he was built though. He was like he ate well. He was on the treadmill. Like, what do you expect?
That was how in the 80s.
He knew what he was doing when he got in the ring.
In the 80s, like steroids was such a myth. I mean, it was used. It's a real thing, but like the feats that you could do on steroids were so exaggerated back then.
Yeah.
Like I remember, like I mean, look, if you already have athletic ability, right, you can definitely improve on it, especially in muscle repairing. But like, if you don't have a fast twitch muscle, steroids isn't going to make you fast. You know what I mean? It's not gonna. It'll make whatever you have enhance it. That's why they're called performance enhancers. Mm-hmm. But when they were like shooting him up, and he's just like a machine, like that was such 80s.
Dun, 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 dun. Like
what was
fucking
the name of the movie
T2
that Stallone did with all the action heroes?
The Expendables.
Yeah, so Drago redeemed himself in the Expendables.
And then remember when him and Jean-Claude Van Damme would team up in hella movies after a while? Universal Soldier. Yeah, I should watch that.
I told you, me and my brother would. There was this movie theater on where we lived in Florida. It was on Broward Boulevard, and the marquee was right there. So every week, me and my brother would change the names, and we would make it like Universal Ernst instead of Universal Soldier. And then Unlawful Entry.
I remember that movie with Kurt Russell.
It was Unlawful Ernst.
With Ray
and
Liotta.
we kept putting our last name up there, so people would ride by. It was like a joke for our friends, but we'd be bored. So we go to change the marquee one night, and I'm not even kidding you. There was like 5 people waiting for us, like that worked there. But like at that time, me and my little brother would have the 2 of us would have ran through, and they were like 16. And then we were like, "Look, guys," we're like, "could you please change the?"
You guys are crazy.
Hey guys, come on, you're creating extra work for us. They're all in puberty. They're like 15 years old.
That reminds me of that Simpsons guy. The 7-Eleven. One time Homer was going to buy a taco and he dropped it by accident in the fryer. And he goes, "I'll get it, sir." And he goes, "You still want this, sir?" He goes, "No, I don't want it." He goes, "Please take it. It comes out of my check. If I had a girlfriend, she'd kill me." Fucking so stupid. But all right, so what you got now?
Okay, so the Joker, then Thanos, Nurse, Ratchet, Homelander, Cersei, Ramsey, Joffrey, Voldemort, the Penguin, and then I have an open spot.
Okay, here's the other one I forgot, and is Kathy Bates in Misery.
Oh, Misery, huh?
Oh, yeah.
You know what's funny is because I have one too, and it was Olivia Soprano. But so it's like kind of like that same fucking
she's just manipulative. This chick was out of her fucking mind.
She said, "Oh well, I'm gonna just sit here and die."
But
Misery.
You sound like the teenager kid again.
Oh yeah.
But when you're watching Misery, I'm like, God, I want to knock this fucking
crazy bitch out.
This bitch's jaw.
She won an Oscar for that, I think.
She was unbelievable in it. Unbelievable.
The feet. The feet part when he tried to.
What'd you call him, a dirty bird? She's always like.
Dirty bird. Yeah, I don't know, but that like creeped me out when she did the thing to his ankle.
Yeah.
But the way she is, that's like if you met her on the street, you'd think, "Oh, this is a sweet
old lady, normal lady."
Shaq, you want some cookies?
She reads books.
She doesn't curse.
Yeah.
And then you go in, this bitch is psycho.
She was nuts. Yeah.
All right, put Kathy Bates.
Kathy Bates. Yeah, I can't remember what her name was in that, but yeah, she fucks
Annie Wilkes.
Annie
Wilkes.
Wilkes.
That's right, Annie Wilkes.
She
All
fucks
right,
up James
10.
Gunn.
Do you want to change any of them?
Boom. No, actually, that's not bad.
All right, we got to figure number one. All right,
I mean, pretty
top
obvious.
five. Top five. I'm putting Darth Vader, Joker.
Okay.
Who do you got?
I don't know, man.
Iconically.
I just know that like Cersei has to be up there in a top 5.
Even over King Joffrey.
Yeah, because Cersei was like she was
All right,
an orchestrator.
let's make the argument for the 3.
Okay.
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 Here's why I think what's his name? The guy that cut dicks off.
Ramsey?
Ramsey is over the 2 of them.
Psychopath.
And here's why. Just from a character analyzation.
You guys have the same eyes.
He fucking No, I'm saying he was just he knew what he was doing.
Uh-huh.
He was evil. There was no other motives. I mean, other than the pride for his family and his father. He wanted his father to realize, because, his dad he was afraid of, in a sense. But he was just a calculated psychopath. Cersei, on the other hand, as fucked up and evil as she was, she still loved her kids. And there was some type of a quality there that makes her 99.9% evil. And then Joffrey was just a spoiled fucking kid that you'd want to punch in the face anyways, but he doesn't know any better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ramsay's 100% evil.
Yeah, Ramsey
I
wanted
would
to
go
do
Ramsay, Cersei,
then Joffrey.
Joffrey.
Yeah, I get because Ramsey wanted to do it up close. He wanted to see it, and Cersei was just giving an order where she didn't even see some of the slaughtering, but she just put things in motion. As opposed to fucking Ramsey's I'll go do it.
He was essaying people.
Yeah.
Doing all kinds of fucked up shit.
Yeah.
Raping guys. I mean, said, it's so funny. I said essay. Sexually assaulting everyone.
Yeah.
The guy was just a psycho. I put him at 3. Or in the top 5.
Yeah.
Over Cersei and Joffrey.
Yeah.
Because Ramsay's a piece of shit, bro. You ever watch a movie, like, you know what I just saw? The War one.
Warfare?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it too.
Buddy, weren't you like...
It was crazy.
I was watching it like, I wanted, you get so aggravated that you can't get there.
Yeah. It's, I was watching with
even though
Knowles.
I would never want to be there.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't know if it was real life. I just know what I was feeling, and they put you in it. Mm-hmm. I thought that movie was brilliant.
Let's talk about that one on the next one because she's seen a movie too. So we'll start that up with So we'll get this one done.
I'm saying watching Game of Thrones. I wanted to fucking kill that guy so bad.
Yeah.
I would never want to take a life, but I'm like, fuck that guy.
He's a piece of shit.
Yeah, Ramsay's 3.
But also too the Schindler's List dude, man, he has to be up in top 5
too. Yeah, we'll put him in top 5.
Schindler's List, dude.
His name's Amon Goth. Amon Goth or something like that.
And he was just so nonchalant with Schindler because they were friends.
Yeah, because
But just to dude, God, it was so great. Though.
Even when Schindler was trying to tell him not to kill people, he said, the mercy is better, and he was like, "Well, I give you mercy." And then also, he just couldn't do it. He did. Yeah. He tried it like 2 or 3 times, and he just like nah. And then he starts taking aim at that. I wonder if it was a little kid. Yeah, and missed 3 times, and still kept trying.
I remember when the girl came up to him, and
about the foundation.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
and he just shot her.
Yeah. She was like trying this. She's like, the foundation's not gonna work. I'm an architect. You're gonna kill all your soldiers in this structure, and then boom, he kills her, and then he goes, break it all down, build it like she said. Yeah. It's like, fuck, man, this guy's evil. It's so bad. I don't know. You never seen Schindler's List?
I didn't want to.
Oh, dude. Oh yeah. Okay, I get it.
All right, who else? So all right, top 4: Darth Vader, Joker, Ramsay, and the fucking Nazi scumbag.
Perfect. And then I have Homelander.
Yeah.
After that. Then I have 6 more. I have Negan, Thanos, Nurse Ratched.
So we have 11.
Yeah.
Negan's off.
Negan's off. Okay, so now we're at... after Homelander.
You gotta pick at a Nurse Ratched.
I gotta keep Nurse Ratched then. I'll keep Nurse Ratched.
Nurse Ratched, Negan. Because Joffrey's not leaving.
No.
And Cersei's not leaving.
You said Negan, Nurse Ratched, and who else?
Voldemort, the Penguin, and Annie Wilkes.
Oh, Voldemort stays. Get the Penguin the fuck off. I was just bringing the Penguin up that I didn't react. I thought the show was great, but he's not good. So we could put Negan back on.
Okay.
Kick off the Penguin.
Mm-hmm. I think the Joker should be number 1.
Do you want the Joker's number
I
one?
think Joker would be better number one than Darth Vader. Because
But
Joker's still
Darth
not redeemed.
Vader has become synonymous with evil. Like in it's out of the Joker and Darth Vader as far as
Yeah.
One's
I-
actually sinister, and the other one's like mischievous.
Oh.
Right?
No, they
I
like
think so.
no, because the
I
Joker's
gotta go.
psycho.
I gotta go. It is. It's a toss up between the two, but I gotta go Darth Vader on this. Well, no, because he redeems
redeems
himself.
himself.
He does.
Yeah.
Whereas Joker just goes
He's
full
still-
throttle.
he's still in-
Joker.
he's still in it.
Yeah,
Still in
He's out. He's in here putting in work. Blood.
but see, but Darth Vader. I meant what he wanted. Again, even his motives were even as fucked up as they were.
They were for love.
They were for love. Yeah, gotta go Joker. Just an off the fucking.
For the same reason as Cersei's.
I still don't get why Batman didn't see this. I mean, like you're a goddamn detective. You know you can build shit. You're flying
Worst
around,
detective ever.
and you can't think that this is the one guy you gotta break the rules for. You know what I mean? Like if you killed this one guy,
And that's why I started hating Batman, because I like
It's annoying.
because then his ego gets in front of the main objective, which is to
but
protect
it's not
the
his
people.
ego, and what he ends up justifying it, and it is that you have to keep a rule, a principle everybody has that they cannot break, like they cannot, and that's what keeps your character and your sanity in the world that he put himself in, because he figures
fair.
if that's the one line he crosses,
Then he's no better
Then
than
he's no
everybody else.
better.
it's not
I
even
get it.
about being better. It's there's no going back.
Yeah.
And that's why I think in the Killing Joke or the Laughing Joke, whatever it's called, he ends up killing him.
You know what? Scratch that. The top number one villain, your hard ass mom.
We gotta put.
No, but yeah, that's good then, right there. Boom, we got our 10, right?
Yeah.
All right. So who's last?
Last,
One is the Joker. Who's last?
who do we have? Who's at the bottom right now?
At the bottom, you have, starting at number 7, you have Nurse Ratched, then you have 8, Voldemort, then 9, Negan, and then 10, Annie Wilkes.
I think we got to move Voldemort to 5.
But then who do we take? We can't take out
What,
Nazi dude.
You didn't have the Mandarin in there?
No, should I?
Yeah.
Well, now we're at 11.
Well, I think Annie should be number 10.
Okay.
Annie.
Annie's last. But yeah, and then go ahead and take Negan out for Mandarin.
Actually, but nobody really knows the Mandarin. But nobody knows Negan either.
Yeah, everyone knows Negan. It's like it was a phenomenon. It because
All right,
the way
so-
there was the same thing how people were watching Game of Thrones. That's how Walking Dead was.
Put Negan in. I already.
Okay.
There was a television show after Walking Dead to talk about what they
Negan.
just watched. Yeah, so it was like a big
I
distraught.
really stopped watching. It gave me anxiety.
Yeah.
That's how I was with Breaking Bad.
Oh yeah.
Oh, maybe it was something about the survivalists that I forgot. I was like, I have to tell you something funny.
Oh sure.
All right, keep going.
Okay, so our bottom 4 is Nurse Ratched, Voldemort, Negan, and then Annie Wilkes.
I think Voldemort goes to 5.
Okay, so if I did that, then
Amon goes down, right?
no,
gone.
Amon stays at 4,
Okay.
and then Homelander was at 5. So
Okay, yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
yeah,
but Voldemort. I mean,
you think
Voldemort lasted
I think
7 movies.
All right, but yeah,
8 movies. Yeah.
here's what I think we need to do. Even though those other choices are way more fucking evil, 1, 2, and 3, Joker, Darth Vader, and Voldemort are iconic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we'll do that. 1, 2, 3.
And then 4 is Amon,
Yeah, 4 is Amon.
All right.
and then 5 is you just put him there.
Your hard ass mom.
No. Wait, we just moved. We just moved to 3 actually. We just moved Voldemort to 3. So 5 is Homelander, and then you got 6 is
Well, you have 1 the Joker, 2 Darth Vader, 3 Voldemort, 4
Amon.
Then 5 you have Ramsey, Cersei, Joffrey.
That's great.
Yes,
That's
yeah,
a good
yeah.
one.
6
there
is
is.
Homelander, 7 is Thanos, 8 is Nurse Ratched, 9 is Negan, and 10 is Annie Wilkes.
There you
Boom.
go.
There it is. That's great.
All
right.
All right. Well, yeah. So that concludes this episode. We're gonna shoot another one.
Yeah.
Guys, keep the comments. Sorry we missed a week.
2.
2 weeks. Did
Yeah.
we?
Yeah.
Fuck, I thought we had 2 in the can.
I was sick.
Yeah, that's right. Your little weak ass
I was
fucking
sick for
immune
1 week.
system.
And I still got the cough.
They
Look,
missed
he's
you
still
guys.
sick. This kid's
And-
fucking awful.
Dying over here.
And Nancy's birthday has come up.
Who? Gouch?
Her birthday?
Yeah.
Oh, happy birthday, Gouch.
All right.
Happy birthday to the
All the way-
Gouch.
yeah.
God bless.
From down under.
We keep trying to get Pete on, but
Yeah.
you know.
We're saving the sneaker one for Pete.
Yeah, but if that's we're gonna hold him hostage. If he doesn't make this one, then
Yeah.
we're gonna use the sneaker one. What's our next list?
Food. Top 10
Fast food chains.
Yeah.
I think we had did this before,
Uh-huh.
but there's been a lot more fast food chains that have opened. I believe fast food chains have gotten better, and we'll discuss that on the next episode.
Boom.
So make sure you like, subscribe, add your comments, share, all that good shit, and God bless. Make sure you call your moms.